Ted with iPhone photo apps, and today we're going to look at ProCamera, which is a great photography app. And you can see right here we have the ability to turn the flash on auto, the flash on all the time, or off. You can use the front or the back of the camera. Here you have settings, albums and studios, video camera, and if we look up here you have the ability to put a horizon guide on there. You can see the horizon guide. It shows you where the horizon is. If it's not quite right, it just needs to be calibrated, which you can do in the settings. If we go back here and turn that off, and then here you have a compass, which will tell you, whether you're shooting, where the sun's going to be coming from, if you need that information. And here you have a grid. Hopefully you can see that nice little grid there, which helps you line things up. And here you have a grid, and also a little larger grid to help you with the rule of thirds, if you know what that is. Keeping things in thirds makes it a little more interesting if the subject matter is not right in the center. We'll turn that off, and here's one to help you line people up, I guess, here. And we'll turn that off. You can also make it into a video camera. The album and studios brings you to the camera roll over here. And then you have settings. And in the settings, this is your anti-shake, which is really useful. And this is for very fine, if you want to, if you're going to shake a little less. This is if you're going to shake a little more. This is if you're in a boat and you want it to be clear. What it does, it waits until you've steadied out, and then it'll click the picture when you hit that. This is for timing. You can time the click to go off. And here's the expert mode, which they have some really great new functions. This tells you a little about it here. We're going to go over those settings in a second. You have auto save if you want to save after each photo. It makes shooting real quick. For the zoom buttons, if you want those, full res zoom is great. It can help with a better looking zoom. Calibration here for virtual horizon if you want to calibrate that. You also have a great user manual. It has all sorts of great info in it, and tips and tricks, which helps you out as well. Support and feedback. You can send them an email if you wanted to. And subscribe to their newsletter and about. Okay. All right, we're going to go back to the camera. We're going to look at some of these new features in the expert mode. There's your shake. So if you click that and you're moving, like I'm moving right now, it's not going to click, but if you stop, it's going to take the picture as soon as you stop and steady, and it makes it nice and clear. And we're going to turn that off. Now, some of these new features are, if you hold your finger down, point to something and hold your finger down, you'll see two squares come up. There's a yellow one and a blue one. There's a yellow one, there's a blue one. The yellow one will adjust the exposure. So if I go to a dark place, it'll be nice, brighter. If I go to a lighter place, it'll bring the exposure down. So you can pick your exposure from where you want it in the image. And this shows where it's going to be sharpened. If you have it on a distant thing, the sharpness will be there. It'll be a little less sharp in front. Or if you have it way back there, it'll be a little less sharp in front there. The other thing that it has on it, and right now white balance is locked. You can see perhaps a little lock up there. I'm going to click the white balance and unlock it. Okay. Now if I hold my camera to some place, see how it's a little blue? Those whites are a little blue. If I hold it to those whites, they'll get a little more yellow. Okay. If I hold it to the yellows, you can see how the white balance turns a little more blue there. Those brights do. So I'm going to hold it towards that yellow, and if I get it the way I like it, I can lock it by just pressing on it, and then it's locked in. So when I go here, if you hold your finger down, both squares are going to go to where you want it to go, or you can move them individually where you would like them. Okay? And they flash a little when they're adjusting. And when they're set, they stop flashing. Okay, and then we can take our picture. And that'll be perfectly clear right here where I had that there. And one other great feature in this with this app is that it saves in the background. So if I take a picture, you can, and then I save it. Okay, I'm going to save it. You see how this turns red? I can continue taking pictures and continue taking pictures and saving without slowing down here. Okay, so it's saving in the background. When it's done saving, it turns green. Okay, so it's done saving. It's going to turn green and say it stopped saving. Okay, that's great. I love this app. I really love this app. It is what I'm going to use quite almost all the time now because it's just such a good app for taking pictures. Gives you a lot of control. I hope this helps, and have fun. Have fun with it. Okay, bye-bye.